Hello, hello, my friends. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you had a good Monday. Just making sure everything's like where it ought to be here. I think we're good. I'll kind of make sure that you guys see me. Oh, that looks crooked. Sorry. Let me know when you're here. I'm so excited about our new overlays. As you know, I'm always tweaking, always changing, always working with the designs to make them more useful to you. And I've had these that I've been working in my head, but I haven't really put them in the store yet. And I think you like them, so that's cool. I need some feedback from you though. Do you want 2-page overlays or is one good? I have some to show you. Ooh, let me reach up here. If you are here, let me know. I gotta see if we're live yet on Facebook. I'll go look over here and see. And hope they like us tonight. Oh, it says I'm live now. All right, cool. Good, good. It took it a while. Goodness. Hey, Bonnie. Good, good. Phew. All right, that's great. Good to know. I'm assuming the rest of you will filter on in. All right, so tonight we are going to work with an overlay. Before we go too far, I want to make sure that you know there is a coupon code. I don't have a free one tonight. I have a coupon code for the simple that I'm working with. It gives you $1.50 off. So you get this simple free, basically, but it's only good for this one. Now you can add a bunch of other ones to the order, but you have to order this one to use the $1.50 coupon, if that makes sense. The coupon code, I gotta make sure it's friend or friends. I think it's friends. So if somebody tests it and that doesn't work, let me know. But let me show you where we are. Let me get you in there. And then we can look at it. And I can probably I should have written it down. Sorry. I was doing it in a rush before dinner. All right, so let's bring you here. So remember, you go to, hey Penny, you go to karamiller.com. And then you're going to scroll on down and you're going to see these are the overlays. This is our new one. But we've got a lot more since then. I did do a bunch of uploading this weekend. So you're going to want to go with Cricut SVGs. Hey, Lana. And click on in. And then you're going to click on, if you want tonight's, you're going to click on overlays. And this is what we're working with tonight. This one. Friends. Let me see if I'm right with my code. Yes. Yeah, any of these that you like. Please check your bag. I know I cleaned up my bag. Go to checkout. Check out. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Oops, wait, I want to go back. I'm trying to check the code here. That's what I wanted to do. Yep, that was the one. Okay, so it's friends. Oh, Marianne. I bet. What a surprise, huh? It is definitely colder in Chicago than Vegas. Yes, ma'am. All right, so you go to the shop, and I'll write it down for you later. But the coupon code to get this overlay, the one we're working with tonight, is Friends. Just the name of it. It's called Friends. You type in Friends. I hoped that's what I was saying, but you know, sometimes I get carried away. Okay, so we're going to work on this one. You're welcome. It shouldn't matter, Jean. I did it all caps, but I don't think it matters. So if it kicks you out, then try the other one. But when I typed it in, I did type all caps. Okay, and it's only going to let you use it once, and it's only on this one. It's not There'll be other coupons to come. Morty, where did you go? Morty's with me. He didn't, if you noticed my picture this morning, he wasn't too impressed with our photo shoot, but he has been hanging out all day today. So I'm not sure who your Valentine is, but Morty's been mine. Well, Bert is too, but you know. Okay, so let's go into Design Space, and let me show you how, honest to goodness, how easy these are to work with. Now I've put a 12 by 12 in the background because I like to see what it looks like, but let me just turn that off, because notice it's got that warning there. It's not going to like it. What's the templates, Penny? I have a good collection. I think I have probably 8 or 10 kits here. So we're going to turn off that back layer. Diane, you are. Yes, you will be. If you are in the club, the subscription box, which isn't really a box. I need to change that name. It's a class. It's not really a box. But yes, you'll automatically be billed. You don't have to worry about it. And those of you that are in there, please go double check. I've added some files over the weekend, so make sure that you haven't missed something. There's some stuff in there for you. All right, so here's what it is. When you say make it, it sends it over to the cut screen, and it's really 2 simple loads. One, and I am using the White Daisy for almost everything, and then these are just the letters that we're going to pop in. I'll show you it in real life because I did cut it out already. When I did this one, now I've been cutting, I'll keep it box, okay. It is a box, sort of. It's a digital box. It's like a magical box. This is kind of detail-y down here. I cut this on medium cardstock. I didn't have any issues, but I didn't speed it up. If you notice when I do these, let me see if I can show you. I probably can't. Just load Matt in there quick so I can show you what it does. So I pick medium cardstock, and then I usually do the fast mode down here because I'm incredibly impatient, but I didn't with this one. Let it go slowly. Let it take its time. If you do not have a sharp blade, if you have a sketchy, let me come back over here. If you have a sketchy mat that's not as sharp, as sticky as you'd like it to be, this one's getting kind of pathetic. I have new ones that are arriving tomorrow. But if that's you, I would bump up the pressure just a little bit, and you can do that. You can, let me bring you back. You can, right here, you can say heavy, and that just bumps up the pressure. Oh, you say more, sorry. It gives it a little bit more pressure. Or remember, you can always use cardstock for intricate cuts. Now, it just, what does that do? That cuts a little bit slower, and it not as heavy a pressure, not as much pressure, and it cuts it twice. So it takes it a little bit longer. I'm so impatient, Shannon. I'm terrible. But seriously, you run the risk of, and this is where I want to show you, and I don't have it on here. Ooh, it's on the floor. Just a second. Let me grab it. There is, on all the overlays, you end up with this itty bitty little frame that goes around the outside of them, okay? If you do not have and it's right at the top. Let me put this down on your mat so you can see. It's right at the top of your mat. Let me get this on straight. Okay, so it's right up here at the edge of the mat. If your mat's not sticking, when it comes to cut, it's going to start here, and if it bumps this up, it'll make a mess, okay? And it's the very last thing. It cuts this last, all right? So you want to be sure that your paper's really stuck on the mat. That's the one thing I can tell you. if I have test cut all of the overlays. I don't want you to have any troubles with them. I've test cut them. I've not had troubles with them unless my mat's not holding the paper down hard. Okay? One more thing I've been taking to doing with these particularly is I take my little squeegee thingy. Let me bring you down here. And I take my mat, and so it takes a little bit of prep. Hey, Tammy. A little bit of prep. So you're going to put your white daisy down, right? Make sure it's right at the top and that it's straight. If it's crooked, you're using almost the entire sheet, so you don't want to be off to the side. Take this little bugger and really burnish it down, particularly at the top, okay? Just take a second and make sure it's really stuck. And you should not have any issues, okay? Those are my tricks. All right. So now, let's show you what we did. So here is the overlay. Let me get rid of my letters. Okay, so there's our overlay. Taking these, popping out the paper back there, it worked fine, but take your time. Don't go crazy, or this guy's gonna lose an arm, this guy's gonna lose a finger, so take your time. I wanted them to be kids, but it could also be, and you could have friends that are older. I decided to do something a little bit different on this one too. Let me show you some of the others so that you get a sense of what they look like before we put that one together. This is the basketball one, and this cuts out of white, so you could use this for your team colors. I took the zip strip that I cut off my paper and I added it to this edge just to give it a little something. You have the basics all ready to go, ready to add your photos. This has 2 photo spots. The important thing to remember is they fit our templates. So that's not the one, this is the one. When you put it down, you'll see that it's going to give you just a little bit of space to tuck behind there. I'll show you on the one we're working with tonight, okay? So there's that one. I don't know if I have all of them cut. Oh, you're not an overlay. That was the first one I shared. That's our snowy day. Oh, you're not new either. Oh, this is the baby one. Now this is a 2-pager. I want you to tell me whether you think it's necessary or whether you would use a simple for page 2. So this is your first overlay, this one. And then, here, let me do it this way so you can see it, right? So that would be page 1. Do you have the template? I do, Janie Mae, the 3x4. That's this one. Send me an email and I'll get you hooked up, okay? Kara@karamiller.com. So I don't know whether you need 2-page layouts or not. I thought maybe for this new baby one you might need 2 pages. So this one does. This one comes with 2. I haven't quite decided. That's the only one at the moment. Okay, enough about that. So let's move on and how to put it together. So here you go. First thing you have to do is cut off your zip strip, right? Remember, you take your trimmer. So this was super easy to cut with a Cricut, and literally the layout is done. You just have to put it together now. So particularly if you're going to a crop somewhere, you could do all of your cutting ahead of time and then assemble them at where you are. You wouldn't need Anne. Hey, see, I'm thinking of Anne, because Anne goes to lots of crops and she doesn't bring her full-size Cricut. She brings her Cricut Joy. But you could cut all of these ahead of time, Anne, and then you'd be ready to go. And you can add your foof and design with the joy. Okay, so this is how this is going to go, right? We're good. I'm going to put my letters down. Now these are not welded letters, so I got to do each letter individually. It's okay, I can handle it. Right? And the cool thing is, even if you can't spell, the template will help you. These do go really well with some of our basic simples as your page 2, and that's kind of what I was thinking. So you take your overlay as page 1, and you let your simple pages be pages 2, 3, or 4. I had someone talking about getting photos printed. Do you do it yourself, or... And I ran out of the paper. I use this, it's really similar to the Canon Selfie, but it is the HP Sprocket. Same idea, does the same thing. It has the same kind of ink that matches the paper. So this has 2 places for full-size photos and a smaller one up here. So these are my photos that I'm using. This is why I like printing my own, because I know what I needed. For example, this photo wanted to print vertical, but I changed it before I printed it and said, nope, I need horizontal, because I never have horizontals. So I'm going to pop off my little edges. Okay, this one's going to be the smaller one. I'll put you over here. Okay. These sillies, their moms were college roommates, and they get together periodically with their babies, who are now friends too. I'm going to flip this over. This one's going to go up in the middle. So all I'm going to do is take my adhesive and run it back here, right? If you're worried about your steady hand, you can always put down your adhesive mat behind you. That helps if you feel like you're going to make a mess. It doesn't look as good on the camera, so I don't want to do that. So this goes here. And I'm going to line this up, and I can line this up from back here. See it? Which seems weird, but I can. I need to go over just a little bit. Come here. There. Right? Now flip you over. Looky there. Right? So cool. Flip you over. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to go across there. And a little bit there, and I still have some sticky from the other one, and I'm going to line you up right here. Cool. Whoopsie. Flip you over. We are good. And now I need to do this one. So I said they coordinate with the toolkits, so I double check. Yep, it's this one that I want. This one's too big. I could use it, and if you're worried about having enough, but then you'd have to make sure that it didn't stick out, but either one would work. But this gives you a better idea of what you're going to see of your photo, okay? All right, so I'm going with these little faces because they're too cute. Remember, when you use these, you're going to want to use your long bladed scissors. Because, or as Anne uses her X-Acto knife, some people trace with a pencil and then use your trimmer. It's totally up to you. I've been doing it this way since I started, and I feel really comfortable with it. But if it doesn't work for you, there's multiple other ways to trim these down. Alrighty, so let's move these guys. Do one more flip over. I don't usually flip it back and forth this many times, but I want you to see what we got going. That's going to go there. Make sure you have it right side up. Adhesive, adhesive, and pop you right in. And then once it's right, perfect, flip her back over. And now I'm going to put some good adhesive on the back of my photo to make sure that this all lays down. Down my title. Now, my people, I want to pop up a little bit. So, Lana, thank you so much for pointing these out to me in the catalog. We have some thin or thick 3D foam dots. I totally miss them. They work great. Oh, thanks, Anne. I'm glad you do. They work really, really well. You just pop them off. And then, when you're ready, you're going to pop off the backing and put it down. Super simple. So because I'm doing this, I don't want my corners to be weird either. It's going to go in this, in the Whoosy, the page protector, but I'm just going to put one here just cause. And then we're going to get you some adhesive and some adhesive down here. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to pop these off. You'll probably see polka dots all over my house now. I had a great Valentine's Day. I have these really cute cow muffin pans. They're the shape of a cow's head. And so that was my Valentine's for the kids. Alright. I'll have to show you a layout for those because I just got pictures of them. Alright, so you just kind of figure out where you want this. Super simple, but you gotta not let it stick on you. It's way easier when I'm not on camera. It's definitely more complicated when I'm showing you. Oh, everybody stop. I really have never had this much trouble. It knows that you're here. All right, let me try again. Whew. All right, hold the bottom up. If you're struggling, like I just was, you can put down something like that sheet that I showed you before, but I suggest that you quickly get this at where you want it and then hold it. So start at the top, all right? And then work your way down. It's really not hard. I don't know why I made it look so hard, but I sure did. I'm really making it look complicated, guys. I promise it's not this hard. But as you can see, even if you screw it up, you can still fix it. It's because this one's not right here. Okay, there we go. Woo! I'm breaking out in a sweat. But what's nice about the adhesive is that you can lift her up and fix it. Here we go. Woo! Right? That's what I get for getting excited. I know. I got excited and I knocked that light down. Okay. So there we go. I will blame it on the full moon. Now, I have one more thing that I wanted to show you, and that's what I was excited to get to. And I was going to look, and I didn't, to see if this was still in stock. Things have been moving out of the Close to My Heart pages like lickety-split. I don't know why, but they're going really fast. This one is, let me look, C 1930. Let me just look and see if it's there before you even start looking for it, and then it's not there. It's for the Sawyer card making. Oh yay, it is still there. This stamp set is perfect for this one. There's so many choices. I really had a hard time deciding. These two girls would fit right in here. So you could stamp that and pop that in if you had teenage girls. This would be perfect. And then Bestie fits. What I did was No One Gets Us Like Us, because that just seemed to go with these guys. I love the best friends are the people in life that make you laugh a little louder, smile a little brighter, and live a little better. This is the coolest Friends stamp set. So if you have not picked this one up, you might want to grab that one, because I can think of 1,000 times I could use this one. All right. So what I did was, when you cut these out, you end up with great pieces of White Daisy left over. This ends up as a piece, this. You end up with great spaces, right? So I just stamped it with my regular black, and then I used my trimmer and I trimmed it down, and it's going to fit underneath. I'm going to tuck it under, so it's going to go under here, and the ends are underneath, so it looks like it's part of the layout, right? All right, so let me do that. And a little adhesive on the back. Let's see how much trouble I can get into. That one. Tuck, tuck, fold. Tuck you under there. And then I'm going to take some of, I've used these guys 100 times. These little black and white ones. I love these little dots. They go with everything. And just add a little something. So the reason I'm showing you this is, just because it's Cricut and it's simple doesn't mean that you can't add your own touch to it. You could, if you wanted to, you could use your inks and color in the friends. You could stamp with, not stamps that look like friends, but like pattern stamps would look cool on that. You could, in Design Space, let me show you what you could do if you wanted these guys independent of this. Let me show you a cute trick. So let's bring you back in here to Design Space. Cancel, cancel, yep. Okay, so we're in here looking at this, right? All right, I'm going to copy this and duplicate it. Oh, no, I don't want all of that. Hold on. I want to ungroup it. I want to pull you over, and I want to duplicate you. Now I'm going to pop you back over here. All right? I am going to take a shape, bring it over. Now, because this is just one layer, I'm going to unlock this, bring it down, slide it over to there, and cover up the people, okay? I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to slice. Oh, come on. All right. Takes it a minute to think about it. All right, now I'm going to bring this out. Get rid of you. I'm going to get rid of you. And now we have this. All right. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to keep slicing till I get just the kids. Or maybe just these two kids. So I'm going to bring another shape in. Bring it over here. I don't want to cut his hand. but I'm going to show you what's going to happen. All right. Slice. And the other thing I want to slice, so now I just want that. That's the part I want to keep, okay? So I'm going to turn everything else off. Everything cut? I think so. And say make it. I want to cut just those kids out. All right. I'm going to continue. We're going to let it connect. And I'm going to cut them out of, I'm going to use the pink just because I have it, but they could be cut out of anything. Oh, wait. No, I have a pattern that might look cute. All right, so let's do this. And again, medium cardstock. I'm going to load, this is what I'm cutting. I'm going to load this into my mat. This mat into my machine. And it's going to say, do you want to go fast or slow? I'm going to go slow because it's the people and they're little. And we're going to let this cut out for a second. Now, I could have done it with everybody. I just want to show you some ideas that if you really want to change this up a little bit, you definitely can, even though the overlay doesn't give you a lot of options, just as one piece, but you can definitely make it your own. I forgot this part takes it a while because the grass on the bottom takes it a little bit. All right, so while it's doing that, remember, these allow you to use your photos, no question, no worries, and you can also use as much of your crafty stuff that you want to add to it. That's what's cool about these, and it's not really a headache to think about how you want the layout to go. All right, it says it's only 0% cutting, but it's really doing a lot. I don't know. I should have cut this out before, I'm sorry. It's not really working very well, but. All right, I shut it off because I didn't want to wait for it. But look what you get. So you're going to get this kid. It doesn't like this paper as well as it likes the other one. You can still do it. So you're going to take him and you're going to put him right there and change the color. So now you can have alternating colors in here by just cutting out this part. Okay? So just some ideas. Don't be stuck with just the same one. You can change it as much as you want, or seriously, it's really good without a whole lot of assessment. You can just leave it just the way it is. This one, the snow day one, was really, really simple. I did nothing but the title, which matched the cardstock on the back. And I added a few, again, my favorite dots on the top. Okay? All right. So, remember the coupon? It's Friends. It gives you this one for free. It won't be here for long. So, if you're thinking you want this, grab it over the next day or two, and then the coupon goes away. But I want to reward those of you that actually watch us. Have a great night, everybody. Hope you have a good Valentine's Day. And I will see you all again soon. Bye.